Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Using his legs, it's James. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. They're working that left side.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They've marched it down to the 4, but now facing a 3rd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, they found some room on this opening drive, but now a chance for this defense to stand tall on 3rd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a first down play. Direct snap. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
be 3rd and short from their own 33. Calls his own number. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Coming after it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. A shot for the end zone. And that ball is picked off.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
1st down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. Release to the back. It's complete to the right. All kinds of running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous.
He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to pass. It's Milrow. He's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! And with the extra point. They're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback will keep it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Offense, quick tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To throw, it's Milroe. He's going for it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Johnson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Going up top. Reels it in down the left side. Open runway ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
This is a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Milrow. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. They didn't get enough for the first down, so 4th down, clock running as they hurry to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Feeling some heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're trying to get to him. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Off play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Milroe. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not there. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
To the air on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's James. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Pulls it in. It's Whittington. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They keep attacking through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding its blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Gabriel. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
One of of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Dialing up a second down pass play. Pressure coming. Buys a little extra time. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
This should be the last play of the quarter. They're going to go to the air on third and short. He's got the tight end. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Coming after it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Wide out in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pocket starts to collapse. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown, Ducks! shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, fine.
Holds it in on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Fires toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. Just trucks through it. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. There's a live football. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's throwing multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some pushing for the punt team. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer.
He tries to take the top off. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown Tide.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are Great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Using his legs, it's James. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape.
And they got him for the sack. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets away from one, finds room. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step